My name is Vanessa. This video is the beginning of my Mount Kilimanjaro journey. This is a pre-climb vlog where I'll be sharing what the days leading up to the climb look like, my preparation, how I'm feeling, and what's going through my mind. So this is where it begins. I was really excited to see Hamad Airport since I heard it's one of the top airports in the world. As I walked around, you definitely don't feel like you're in an airport. There's this lush garden and waterfall right in the middle of the airport. It's so calming and relaxing. It's a really nice moment to slow down before heading out again. It feels more like a luxury mall, and there's so much to do at the airport that you really don't feel like it's a layover and having to wait so much. You're definitely going to keep busy. I didn't get to see the lamp fair, but I did get to see the small live wooden statue by Cobb, which was pretty majestic in the middle of the airport. At the airport, we were picked up by our two guides and immediately made us feel welcome. The drive from the airport to the hotel was about an hour. On the drive, they warned us about the African massage, which basically means a very, very bumpy ride. And yeah, they were not kidding. This wouldn't be the last one on this trip. Second day in Machame, and it's 61 degrees, about 6:21 local time. Kind of slept. This is a room. Sunlight outside. One thing I enjoyed each morning was going to the rooftop of the hotel and seeing the sunrise, and in hopes of catching a glimpse of Mount Kilimanjaro in the background if the skies were clear. Every morning was peaceful seeing the sunrise. I just felt so blessed and grateful for being there, all while I was hearing Moshi waking up. Soon after watching the sunrise, I would grab coffee and breakfast downstairs. There was always something new to try each morning, which was nice to have. They never disappointed, always a variety each day. Later that morning, Gladys Adventure and Safari, our tour company, took us to the Materuni Waterfall and Coffee Farm, which is about a 30 to 40 minute drive from the hotel. It was an uphill drive, and we definitely got another African massage. It was green everywhere in small villages we got to see. This area is the home of the Chaga people, who live on the slopes of Kilimanjaro for generations. The walk was really nice. Everything was so green and lush. It was really relaxing, and it was really beautiful day just being out before the main climb.
The male one they do use to change
And
in
of
color.
course, I had to stop and see this little chameleon that caught my eye.
You can climb on me. It runs away.
The male okay. Changing color too.
He's like, oh, I got a stick again. I'm on my stick. Life is good.
He's so cute.
Oh, their eyeballs are so cool.
Yeah, they are.
So this is Materuni Waterfall. It's over 80 meters tall, which makes it one of the tallest waterfalls in the area. It comes straight from the slopes of Kilimanjaro and an important spot for the local Chaga community for a long time, and it feels really untouched. You don't hear much besides the water and the forest around it. It's loud, really peaceful at the same time. After the hike, we had stopped for coffee at the coffee farm. This area is Chaga country, and coffee is a huge part of life here. We also were able to enjoy a traditional Chaga meal. It was really simple and really comforting.
Thank you in advance.
Moments like this are what makes the trip feel really special.
And back to the real world. Or not real world, whatever.
Why do you have the cutest little noodle?
They showed us the whole process, roasting the beans over a fire, grinding them by hand, and then drinking it. Honestly, it was such a cool experience, and the coffee was so good. First, they showed us how to select the right coffee bean, and here I was trying to show the coffee bean that I had found. Once we had found enough coffee beans, the next step was roasting them in an open fire outside. This was really special and memorable. Just hearing them singing songs outside while roasting the coffee beans was definitely a special time. Who doesn't love coffee? Once the beans were roasted, we got to try them. They were pretty hot. I was trying to get one, but it was super hot. The next step was grinding them down. This would get them to the most finest form to be able to brew the coffee. Here you can see Stella, our guide, helping out in grinding the coffee beans. She was fabulous, very helpful, and just a joy to be around. Wow.
Ta-da!
Shooting. Get the small spot.
Chambua kama kahawa wewe, chambua kama kahawa, alichambua kama kisheri wewe, alichambua kama kisheri, alichambua kama mveve wewe, chambua kama razi.
Do you see any difference between these two?
Yeah. More finer.
Which difference?
One's finer.
Yeah. This is the outer part of the coffee. This is the inner part of the coffee. Outer part where easy to crush because receive much burn during the roasting time, receive much heat during the roast time, but this didn't receive much heat during the roasting time. So different in taste. This is a sour, is a smooth in taste, but this is a bitter in taste. Yeah. So we back on the machine to grind it again.
We needed to grind the coffee beans down just a little bit more before it could be brewed. The second to the final step was brewing the coffee in an open fire outside before we can enjoy it.
I have a question.
Yes.
When you're singing the songs while you're doing it,
Yes.
are they like about the process or about making the coffee?
Yeah. So for motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Each stage will have a song.
Yeah.
Do you know the final song?
Hey.
Final song is
No need to say.
I like that song. Song.
strong coffee for strong people, right?
Yes, that's right. We need to get up that mountain.
Yeah. For more energy, like a Kali goats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a butterfly.
Yeah. Yeah. Ile picha mkuu. Unataka kwa jifanya nifundishe tusome. Chukua simu. Wewe kiongozi ni upi? Huyo amevaa. Unataka chukua mnyama? Kuile. Chukua galisha.
That's fashion. Paparazzi.
Mbona umekasirika babu? Ah. Usichoke babu.
The final step was enjoying the coffee and just taking it all in, the views, right before we headed back to the hotel.
The caribou is welcome. Right. Like you're welcome. And Asante Sana is thank you very much.
So I'm getting ready to kind of just pack and make sure everything is in line. Tomorrow is just going to be briefing and figuring out what I need still and what is worth taking on the trip. The guides are going to be going through my stuff and just making sure I have everything. And then start trekking on Friday. Excited, nervous, anxious. It's really surreal. It's happening. So basically, I'm just trying to figure out what I need, what I don't need. So right here, I have my day pack. It's a 28-liter day pack. Osprey, I think that's how you pronounce it. Hiking pants. A couple of base layers. Long sleeve, short sleeve. Socks, liner socks. I think I have more sports bras. I'll probably take like 2 or 3. Puff down jacket, compressed into this little pack. My Nalgene water bottle, Oh, I do have my, what is it? 3-liter water hydration bladder. Kind of have to piece it together still. So just gonna continue going through everything. I will be making a video with what I took at the end of the day, and go from there. But yeah, just gonna see what else I need to sort out. It is currently 11 p.m. and I still have tons to do. I'm still adjusting to time zone. I slept a little, but then I woke up and I'm wide awake, so I'm just going to work on doing this. And this is actually good because if I do end up going to Everspace Camp, this will be very helpful to kind of just sort things out and be prepared on what I need and what I don't need. I think I overpacked. I have my base layers, hiking pants, sock liner, merino wool hiking socks, an algae water bottle, day pack, down puff jacket, and I still have 2 luggage that I need to actually go through and see what I need. Like I said, I slept like a couple hours. I woke up and now I'm wide awake. I'm gonna make some tea, my digestion, just make sure everything's going good, and go from there. We ended up going to a coffee farm waterfall. I'm gonna have to insert the name of the place we went, and then we did a little shopping, but nothing extensive, nothing big. Hopefully tomorrow we'll do that, and then when we go to the safari, yeah, so I'm really just like overwhelmed, but like my brain is just not sure if it should sleep or stay awake. But I know I need to sort things out, and hopefully I'll have it down by tomorrow with the help of the guides to tell me like what I need, what I don't need, maybe more of less of something. And I did overpack. I actually have 1, 2, 3 luggage, and I think it's better to overpack than underpack, because then you don't want to be renting gear that you may not be used to. So that is what we're doing right now. Current time is about 11:30. My body is awake, and I'm going to do just kind of a little bit of digging through and seeing what I have, sort it all out, separate it, so by tomorrow it's kind of a little bit more organized. And I believe they're coming in the morning to help us and then tell us yes and no to things, and then what we may need to rent. And I will continue sorting through stuff. Still trying to get adjusted to this time zone. I'm still pinching myself, trying to figure out like what is going on, because I feel like I'm having an outside body experience and I'm not really here, but I am. If the 10-year-old me could just see what I'm doing, she would be shocked. She would be shocked. And I'm really excited. Nervous, anxious, scared, ready, all the emotions. Okay, so I laid out everything for tomorrow, and I have my fleece, light jacket, rain gear, puff jacket, gaiters, rain pants, base layers, mid layers, as well as the leggings, base layers, fleece, and I'm renting Summit pants and Summit jacket and Summit gloves, and my buff socks, lightweight gloves, hats, day hats, lamps for Summit, hiking poles, Nalgene water bottle, day pack, small microfiber towels. What else? Sock liners, sunglasses, hot bottle, and yeah. So this is everything so far. I might be missing something. Oh yeah. Day camp shoes. And we'll see if I'm missing anything. I did break in my boots. I had bought these a couple months ago. I'm going to be donating my other ones to the porters along with other gear. And then I'll probably just think of what I'm going to donate on the last day and go from there. Current situation, not too bad. I didn't make a mess. Just catching up on some YouTube videos, and we'll see what I'm missing. I also brought doggy poop bags. They're biodegradable, I believe, made out of cornstarch or something. That's so when you use the bathroom, no trace left behind. So leave the mountain as found, and I love that. We will be carrying our own bathroom stuff if we have to go during the trek. And this is my first aid stuff. I'm thinking of renting a poncho because there is rain on the forecast, and I don't know if these Amazon plastic ones will be sufficient, so we'll see. I have my knee brace just in case. Hopefully I don't need it. The lovely menstrual cycle pack, and then I have all these extra waterproof bags that I'm going to be putting my stuff that I will need in my day pack, and then in the duffel bag. I should note I am renting the duffel bag because I didn't want to luggage that over here. Sleeping bag and other things that I just didn't want to carry. So yeah, one more day and we shall be starting. So it's just little. Okay, so I don't want to waste your time.
No.
Let's see what I need.
We are here for you.
Okay. Our head guide Rogers went through all of my gear with me, what to bring and what to leave behind. It was really reassuring having someone so experienced look over everything. Some things I thought I needed, I didn't, and other things mattered more than I expected. It definitely made me feel more better after he went through my gear, because then everything seemed more manageable. There were some stuff that I would be renting as well.
You go to a steakhouse.
Ah, it's the worst thing ever. You're starving. You go to a real nice steakhouse. Worst.
You go all the way up to zero.
Yeah.
With fats and protein.
Non-essential. Yeah, you can take it out.
And with fats and protein, especially if calories are low, some.
Once we were done with gear check, we headed on over to Gladys Adventure and Safari, where we were able to pick up our rental gear. Then we proceeded to have briefing with our guides. They explained to us the route that we were taking. Mount Kilimanjaro has 7 main climbing routes, and the one that we were going to be doing is the Machame Route, also known as the Whiskey Route. Very popular, great scenery.
Gonna be your guys. Yes, before that, with the name, we need to use this swaps. This is called swaps. Anyone know this one?
Our guides went over what is called SWAT. SWAT stands for snacks, salt and sugar, water. Make sure you're drinking 3 to 5 liters a day. Always clean, always important. So when using the bathroom, washy. Don't place day pack on the ground, and always make sure that your boots are outside your tent. Temperature, make sure you layer appropriately. When it's hot, less layers. When it's cold, make sure you add on layers. Mount Kilimanjaro also has 5 main ecological zones that we would be going through. It's kind of crazy to think that we would be headed from rainforest to moorland to desert and then to the Arctic. And that close to the equator, it is really incredible to just know that we would be experiencing an Arctic zone.
So in between, we can do it. Alright? Are we together?
Yes.
Are we going there?
Yes.
One team?
Yes.
One dream.
Yes.
Okay.
How do you say, I'm sorry, how do you say yes in?
In Swahili, Dio. N-D-O. And Hapana?
Hapana?
No.
Hapana?
Yeah, we can have it.
Hapana? No.
Any question?
Before we depart, can we get a group photo in front of the...
Yes.
Then we gotta take a little...
The end of the day at the Chemka Hot Springs. Despite the name, the water isn't hot. It's actually just cool. At the time that we went, it was about 2 p.m. and it was a little bit busy. It was definitely refreshing. After a long day of travel, it feels less like a soak and more like a reset. Clear water, palm trees.
Oh my god. Vamos you again.
So as we headed back to the hotel, I couldn't stop and think that tomorrow would be day 1 of our 7-day trek to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. Things were really getting real, and I was excited and anxious, all the emotions.